Hello and welcome to round 7 of Star City Games Invitational. I'm going to talk very fast here because we've got Matthew against Carrie Oliver. These guys are both 5-1 at the moment. The 6-0ers are IDing as we speak. And we have to speak fast because Carrie's playing Red Deck Wins.
Yep, Red Deck Wins here is pretty much a very much all-in version of the Rakdos aggro deck. It's not got the longevity or mid game that the Rakdos deck does. It's just looking to win pretty much through pure speed, utilising a Hell Rider to its absolute maximum. It's probably more of a Hell Rider deck than even Rakdos aggro is. It certainly makes better use out of it. Matthew Barrett is playing what is essentially a mid-range Naya deck, but he's also got black in the deck for mulch and unburial rights, so he's playing Naya mid-range with a bit more of a top end essentially, with a bit more longevity. That's a Rakdos Cackler from Carrie and a Lightning Mauler pairing it up, so she's swinging for 6 here on turn 3.
So Matthew obviously worried a lot about the Hell Rider the turn afterwards.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a split sleeve here. Carrie did confess that she's never been a good riffle shuffler at this point, so I'm afraid that's one sleeve down for Matthew in this matchup. Gives him a little bit of time to collect his thoughts, but that's a pretty severe opening that he's facing down there. Probably not the fastest thing that this red deck can do, but it's still pretty quick coming down there. I think Matthew's ideal response here is to Huntmaster into Bonfire of the Damned or something along those lines. He's looking really to just survive, sweep the board and then recover using Thragtusk and Unburial Rights, I think, in this game. Taking 2 off his Temple Garden probably isn't the optimal start, but he does have the Huntmaster of the Fells.
Kind of removes the effect of the life.
Feels a little bit like a speed bump at the moment.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't really see there being anything else that you can do. And Carrie just immediately taps 4, and that's Hell Rider.
So she obviously had it in her hand from the previous turn along with the land. Didn't even really care what the card it was that she was going to draw. There was no better play at that point.
Yeah, and now Matthew's got to think very carefully about his blocks here.
We had a chat about this after the game, and we both kind of agreed that you had to really take the Hell Rider off the board.
Yeah, I mean, if Matthew blocks 2 of the 2-power creatures, he's going to lose both his guys anyway, and the Hell Rider's still going to be there. And all he's going to do is prevent 1 extra point of damage.
And it also means that it's then impossible to bonfire away the other side of the board next turn.
Yeah, exactly. And if he double blocks the Hell Rider here, alright, he takes 1 more damage, but the Hell Rider's no longer on the board, and he's still got a guy, which is obviously going to be his wolf. But he's still got that on the board, and it also means that Hell Rider cleans the board up next turn. So I think that was not the... I think that Matthew could have potentially done a bit of a better block there. That's Faithless Looting, kind of giving away a little bit that this card has a bit of interaction with its graveyard. I think at this point I might well just scoop them up in Matthew's point if I don't have an immediate Thragtusk here. And I think he's actually going to... Well, he's thinking about what he's going to discard here, but I think it's going to end up being he's going to scoop mid Faithless Looting, and yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do here. So we're going to move on to game 2 after a rather rapid mauling in game 1.
Draw with a lot of mana and spaces at the moment. The land, even if you draw one, may well have hurt you for 2 damage.
Yeah,